Michigan's just sort of handles their business on the defensive side, sort of just plug and play. They just do their thing. I know they gave up the late touchdown, but really you got to like how they answered. Michigan got shut down on that 4th and 1. Still held Purdue to those 2 field goals in the first half and then the late score. Really they just consistently, they're the same defense every week.
Yeah, so their edge guys have just been imposing. And you mentioned that 3rd down play. So Michigan goes for it on 4th and 1. They get 2 guys, and this is kind of what 2 guys beat 2 offensive blockers across their face and stone them. But Harbaugh, Jim talked about it in the press conference, said you go for it there because you know your defense. You feel confident in your defense. If you don't get it, they're going to hold. And that's exactly what they did. It was Braden McGregor came around, got a key pressure. You know, you look back in the first quarter, there was a 3rd and 1. He came off the backside and stoned that play. And Jalen Harrell came free. He had 3 QB hurries in this game. They couldn't block. They couldn't block Harrell. They couldn't block Stewart. They couldn't block Derek Moore. They couldn't block Braden McGregor. It really showed up in the run game. They kept trying to run outside. They couldn't run outside zone. They couldn't hold their blocks. I mean, those guys were an absolute menace and a terror in this game. And it leads to some opportunities in the secondary because why did Will Johnson, first of all, it's Will, sticky coverage. Will looked like Will.
Yep.
Will looked like the Will of last year.
Yeah.
He's back, man. He was in Deion Burks. Deion Burks is a good receiver. Like, he's not all Big Ten, but he's a good receiver. And Will was in his hip pocket all night long. And on that interception, you know, Harrell comes on, they run a TE stunt, and Harrell is free going to the quarterback, and the quarterback card throws off his back foot, and it should be an incomplete, but Will is like this. He's like he's in his hip pocket, so he's ready to pick it off. They had a scramble drill. Deion Burks comes back to the football. Will's in his hip pocket. And then he's a force in the run game. So he was making plays there. He would have had a second interception if Rob Moore doesn't knock it out from in front of him. So point is, pressure, coverage work hand in hand. And when you got a guy that can stick like glue and pressure that's getting there routinely, that's music. That's a match made in heaven, man. They're making music out there on defense.